Los Angeles, the vibrant heartbeat of America's West Coast and the home of Viking's US office, was the backdrop for the naming of the Viking Neptune, the newest identical sister ship to join our award-winning ocean fleet. The naming event unfolded on the bow of this beautiful ship, where Norwegian violinist Tor-Jaran Apold performed a Norwegian classic and a Viking favorite, Eg veit I himmerik ei borg.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And however far you may have traveled to be here today, at the port of Los Angeles in the Bay of San Pedro, let me warmly welcome you to the naming of the Viking Neptune. The name Neptune comes from the Latin word Neptunus, the marriage of heaven and earth. And as we all know, Neptune is the farthest known planet in our solar system. And many of us think of it as the planet of spirit, mysticism, and imagination. But of course, Neptune is not only a planet, but also a god, the Roman god of the seas and the oceans. And for thousands of years of human history, the name Neptune has been connected to both the sky and the sea. And for many years of her life, so too has our amazing Godmother, whom you will meet shortly. But to start proceedings, I would like to welcome to the stage the chairman of Viking, Mr. Torstein Hagen.
I'd like to welcome everybody. It's strange. We were here about 3 years ago. Last time we had a ship naming, it was a Viking Jupiter. And of course, these 3 years in between have been remarkable years in the travel industry. But I'm delighted to say that Viking has come through this exceptionally well, and that's due to the fantastic support we have had from our staff, and of course that our customers, guests, have continued to appreciate us. But I'd like to welcome, of course, the Godmother, Nicole Stott. Thank you very much for being prepared to do this important function for us. We have 3 other Godmothers here. We have Karina from Viking Sea, Anna Fisher from the Orion, and I think I see Sissel over there from the Viking Jupiter. So we have 4 Godmothers on one keel, which is not too shabby. So I think they've done a great job. I think our staff on the ships are doing fantastic jobs. I've always said I want Viking to be a great company. And what is a great company? Well, we should be loved by the guests. We should be loved by the staff, and then I add, and hated, at least respected by the competitors. But of course, it's particularly nice to be here today with our staff from the LA office. We haven't seen each other for the past 3 years. I'm delighted to see, I look at some of them. I think our Friday this week was the biggest booking day ever in this company's history. We're all doing a great job. I'm proud of being a Viking. I hope you are too. We came through this one with flying colors. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Hagen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you Pastor Arsmund Orfenes from the Norwegian Seamen's Church, representing here the Norwegian community in Los Angeles. Pastor.
For generations, the only way for a Norwegian to get out of his own country was to go to sea. This church of mine, it's the Norwegian Seamen's Church. It has a special heart for the sailors. And it was established here in 1941 to take care of young Norwegian boys traveling far away from home. To give them some comfort and information, to lift their spirits, to give them courage, to take upon themselves yet another dangerous journey. A ship will be named today, the Viking Neptune. And on behalf of the Norwegian heritage, all the way back to the Vikings, I wish all the best for the ship and all who sail on board her. From all of us, to all of you, Godspeed.
I was the last to use this axe at the naming of Viking Jupiter during the ceremony here in Los Angeles in 2020. I'm so happy to share in this honor and to share this very axe with my new Viking god sister. And now she can name her own ship.
We were so honored to have Nicole Stott serve as godmother to the Viking Neptune. Nicole is a retired NASA astronaut and aquanaut who lived and worked on both the International Space Station and NASA's Aquarius undersea habitat. She also mastered painting with watercolors in space and is the author of Back to Earth, What Life in Space Taught Me About Our Home Planet and Our Mission to Protect It.
It is a real honor to be here, and like my god sisters, who are godmothers of Viking ships before me, I would like to say how honored I am to be welcomed to the Viking family and to be standing here with all of you today on board the magnificent Viking Neptune. I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Hagen and Karina and to the entire wonderful Viking team for this incredible honor, and extend my congratulations on Viking's 25th anniversary. As an astronaut, I have been blessed to experience our planetary home from the very special orbital vantage point of a spaceship. And since then, have tried to share the experience with as many people as possible and in a way that encourages everyone to bring the reality of who and where we all are in space together into our daily lives. Part of that reality is considering the significance of the simple facts we learn as astronauts. That we live on a planet, that we're all Earthlings, and that the only border that matters is that veil-thin line of atmosphere that blankets and protects us all. I'd like to encourage everyone to open your hearts and minds to the awe and wonder that surrounds you every day. I hope you will cherish the journey and the new perspective that can come from orbiting our planet on this elegant ship.
Presenting the ceremonial Viking axe was Norwegian Geir Røvik, who once constructed an exact replica of the legendary Viking Oseberg longship.
I name you Viking Neptune. May God bless you and all who sail on you.
While we have by now had quite a few Viking ocean ship namings, this one was just as exciting as when we named our first, the Viking Star, in 2015.
Ja, vi älskar detta landet som det stiger fram. För ett tvärvitt
Thank you, Cecil. That was fantastic. And now I'm going to ask somebody to come and say a few words. Somebody who needs no introduction from me. We all know her. We all love her. She is the beating heart of Viking. Karina, please. So, there you go. Got a fan club with you.
Good. Does this work? Yes? Yeah. We would first like to thank our guests for allowing us to share this beautiful world of ours for the next 4 months of your lives. We know you're in very, very good hands. I'm looking up because you're all up there, or many of you are up there. We know you're in very good hands with Captain Sorby and his fantastic team. So thank you for choosing to explore the world with us in Viking comfort, of course. You have noticed and heard that shoreside we have some of our colleagues from the LA office, and of course many of you have booked many of you, so you sort of know each other. But thank you all for showing up today and for, as my father said, the great job that you did pre-pandemic, during pandemic, and now post-pandemic. We can call it post-pandemic, right? I hope. So thank you. And I think we should also thank our Norwegian friends, Geir and Torjaran on the violin, and dear Sissel, who have made the long trip from Norway to infuse a bit of our Norwegian cultural heritage, as we usually do on our ocean namings. But thank you very much for coming all this way. And then we have to thank Nicole, but I think to thank you, I think I have to start off by thanking Anna, Dr. Fisher, who introduced us to you 2018, when Anna named the Viking Orion, and we had, I like to say, a ship full of astronauts. It wasn't quite a ship full, but we had quite a few astronauts, and I was entirely starstruck. And it is such an incredible honor to have you as our godmother with your extraordinary accomplishments, both extraterrestrially as well as subsea in Aquarius, as Alistair said. So we welcome you into our sisterhood. We have a little gift, a physical gift, and then Sissel has another gift for you afterwards. So there's your godmother gift, welcoming you to the sisterhood. And I think there are some flowers too somewhere.
Here we are.
Yes. Thank you. Whoops.
You got that?
There you go. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you. Those are the thanks for tonight. And then, no, we have one more thanks. 2 more thanks. Over to Sissel.
Dear Nicole, I can't help but admiring what you have achieved. And for us who is here tonight, it is far to understand how it is to be out there in space, looking down at this little dot called Earth. But we can dream. And when we sit there on a dark night, dark evening, we can watch the moon and a sky filled with millions of stars. And when we dream, maybe we can dream that we fly among these stars, that you have actually done. And maybe we make a little break at the moon. So I will dedicate this song to you. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Neptune and on Mars. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars and Neptune. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. And I would like to sing this song for all of you who are going on this magnificent voyage. And I know that you will experience and see so many of these beautiful places that we have on our earth. And I wish that with this song, maybe you will sing this song when you finish your journey, when you come back to England. And then I hope you will all know that this is a wonderful world. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a close our naming ceremony for today. Thank you all so much for your attendance, all of you, all the way around. So thank you all so much, and I wish you all a wonderful evening.
Later that evening, the Viking Neptune departed for a 121-day voyage around the world, and now proudly takes her place in the Viking family. With a fleet of more than 90 purpose-built vessels, Viking is making it easier than ever for our guests to explore the world in comfort.